Thank you so much for joining me for a 7-minute evening stretch. I hope this clears your mind and relaxes your body. Hi and good evening. Thank you so much for joining me for today. I hope you've had a wonderful day and you are feeling still energized from the day and able just to reflect on perhaps things that you have done. And we're just going to be reflecting on that and just doing a few stretches just before you get ready for bed and hopefully have a wonderful night's sleep. Okay, so can you come onto your backs, bring your knees into your chest, just give them a hug, rock from side to side, and think inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Lovely. From here, we're then going to come into a full body stretch. Take a nice big inhale. Reach as far as you comfortably can. On the exhale, draw one knee in towards the chest and you're going to hold it there. Try and relax the neck and the shoulders. If you want to ease out the neck, you can. If you want to ease out the ankle, you can. And then from there, we're going to drop that knee down towards the floor and we're going to bring this arm towards the other side and look that direction. And just try and sink into that mat. Enjoy that stretch in that lower back. Maybe that bottom cheek, maybe across the chest. And same again, just always bringing your attention back to your breathing. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Wonderful. Nice big inhale. Come back to your full body stretch. Reach as far as you can. Inhale. On the exhale, draw and reach the other knee up towards the chest. Hold it there. Give that ankle a circle if you'd like. Ease out that neck again. And then from here, we're going to drop that knee down towards the floor. Bring that arm out to the other side. Look that direction and just breathe into that stretch. On every exhale, try and sink just that little bit deeper. And then take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, bring it back to center. Fantastic. We're going to bring one foot across the opposite knee. We're then going to reach through and draw the knees towards our chest, stretching out those glute muscles. Evening, Rupert. Thank you. From here, if you'd like, you can develop that into a hamstring stretch. So other foot up towards the ceiling, reaching those legs towards you, feeling that stretch at the back of the leg and also that bottom cheek. And then take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to gently release and swap it over. So other foot over, draw the knees towards the chest. We're just really stretching out those leg muscles. And then if you'd like, extend the other leg, hold it there. Breathe into that, really feel that stretch in those legs. And then inhale, on the exhale, gently release. Wonderful. From here, we're going to turn onto our tummies. Bring the hands out in front, drop the hips down. Feel that stretch in the core. Really try and push away from the mat. And then inhale. On the exhale, take it back to your child's pose. Reach those hands out in front. Hold that stretch. Breathe. And then inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take it forward. Dropping those hips back down again, feeling that stretch in the core. Wonderful. And then inhale. On the exhale, come back to your child's pose. Once more, reach his hands right out in front. Bring the thumbs together so they're touching. Feel those back muscles having a wonderful stretch. And then inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Okay, come up into an all fours position. Let's stretch out all of your back muscles. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Cat and cow stretch. So bringing that chin up, tucking that tailbone away, and then rounding that back. So inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Squeeze that core. Let's just go for 2 more of these. Really work with that breath. Stretch out all those back muscles that you've worked today. And then last one. Fantastic. From here, take it back, keep that rounded back, fall back onto those heels, come into that child's pose. Wonderful, and hold it there. Hands can either be out in front or they can be by the feet if you would like. And just breathe into that stretch. Take a moment. Lovely, and then when you're ready, let's come up to a seated position. I don't mind how you're sat. You can be sat cross-legged, you can be sat on the backs of your heels to stretch out your feet. Whatever feels good. And we're just going to take some nice deep breaths. Roll the shoulders up and down, up and back. And just try and release all that tension from the upper body from today. And then relax it down. Good. Ease out that neck. Inhale to look one way. Exhale to look the other way. Good, and then we're going to bring that neck over to one side, fingertips on top, enjoy that stretch down the side of the neck, hold that stretch, breathe into it. And then inhale, on the exhale, let's come onto the other side. And then inhale, on the exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Last two. And then last one. Good. Right, reach up towards the ceiling. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, float those arms down. Wonderful. Brilliant, good. Thank you so much for joining me just before you enjoy a good night's rest. Hopefully you're feeling just a little bit more stretched out and have been able just to kind of unwind. So now I just want to encourage you to think of one wonderful thing that happened today that perhaps made you smile or someone else smile, and just think about it, reflect on it, and I hope you sleep very well and enjoy a fantastic day tomorrow.